Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing really well. So for today's video I decided to do kind of like a get ready with me date night kind of look. Trent and I just happen to be going out bowling and for a bit of dinner tonight. Date nights are actually really important because him and I are incredibly guilty of just, you know, getting in our lanes, focusing on work and not necessarily like not having time for each other, but we need to sometimes make time for each other. So tonight will be really cute. I'm really excited. So I thought I would just do like an entire look for you guys and show you what I'm going to do for tonight's little date night. So a couple of hours prior to getting ready, I decided to do a little bit of tanning, and of course I used my go-to, which is Bondi Sands. First of all, I prepped and scrubbed my skin using their coconut sea salt scrub, and I just love how it reminds me of actual Bondi sand. And then to tan, I used their new Aero tan. So you guys may have seen this floating around recently. So this is a lightweight aerosol formulation which has a really beautiful deep bronze color to it, and it is meant to be their longest lasting tan yet. So what's so different about this formulation that Bondi Sands have brought out is the fact that this one is more enriched with properties such as vitamin E, and you've got some jojoba in there as well. So both of these properties are really good at moisturizing the skin and keeping it super hydrated, and that is why this tan is so long lasting, is because it really binds itself and nourishes itself really well with the skin. It has that beautiful coconut smell that Bondi Sands is so notorious for, but I think the thing that I love so much about this particular tan is that it is a super quick to dry formulation, so you can get into your clothes and then you've got minimal transfer because it just dries so quickly. So to get really good results, I left it on for about 6 hours and then washed it off, and now we're back to doing my makeup. So to prime, I'm going to be using the Mercier face hydrating primer, so I'm going to place it all over my skin, and then for a little bit more of a fuller coverage for tonight, I'm actually going to be using the Dermablend Foundation. So this is one of my favorite ones when it comes to more of a higher coverage. So I've used the color Caramel off the top of my head, and I'm using the Hourglass foundation brush to apply this. So I've gone with quite a deep dark foundation than what I generally would. Of course, I've tanned my whole body and also my face, so I'm going to make sure that my foundation matches up so that I look nice and bronzy to match my tan. So to highlight and brighten underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using Rimmel's Match Perfection Concealer in the colour Soft Ivory. So I'm just going to place this in a triangular formation underneath my eyes, slightly going upwards, and then I'm going to blend it in with a wet beauty blender. So I'm just going to be going with one main kind of shaping product tonight, and this is by Tom Ford. This is a beautiful bronzy cream formulation that I'm going to be using around my bronzing areas. So this is going to complement my tan really beautifully, and I'm just going to be using a big buffing brush to apply this. Obviously it works best when the foundation hasn't been set yet because it's cream on cream and it gives more of a skin-like finish. So we're going to buff that in, and then when it comes to blush, I'm going to be using this beautiful one from Milani. This is called Tea Rose. I apply this on the apples of my cheeks, and then I take it a little bit closer in towards my nose just to give it a little bit more of a cutesy blush kind of appearance. It's, yeah, I really like this. I feel like it's, yeah, super cute. Now to set it all into place, I'm going to be using my Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to be using my Hourglass double-sided brush. Honestly, highly recommend this to anyone. It's such a great versatile brush for like literally anything. So I'm just going to be setting my lids underneath my eyes, around my chin, and then through my temple. I tried to use less product so that way I still maintain a nice glowy finish. Next, I'm going to be using this highlighter from by Terry. This is gorgeous. You've got two different tones in it. You've got a gold or a pink. I've gone with gold today because it just always sits so much nicer when I've got a bit more of a tan. So we're going to apply that on the highest points of my cheekbones, a little bit underneath my brow bone, my cupid's bow, on the tip of my nose, and then I'm going to take a very fine tipped brush and we're going to apply that on the inner corner of my eye. So for my brows, I'm going to be using BH Cosmetics HD Brow Pencil. You guys would have seen me use this so many times in the past. I just love it, and I love how affordable it is. So this is in the color medium, and I'm just going to go with a pretty solid brow, not too heavy, but not too light, you know, just a little bit of like in between. So giving my brows some nice shape. And then just to add a little bit more depth, I'm going to be using my Gimme brow in the color number 4 from Benefit. Just going to comb that through my brows, and then we're going to move on to eyes. So I'm going to be using the Matchmaker by the Balm. I'm going to be using this medium warm toned matte brown eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using a big fluffy brush just to create an all over base to my lid. So this is going to go into the eye sockets, and I'm then just going to be continuously moving that shade around so that we get some nice contour to my eye sockets. And then I'm going to be taking that underneath as well, just to make sure we bring the shape from the top to the bottom. As you can see, with a slightly more angled brush, I'm just focusing a little bit more shadow on the outer corner to gain some sharpness and definition to the eyeshadow. Then I've returned back to the palette and grabbed the shadow called Alex. This is a really beautiful warm gold shade. So I've taken a big fluffy brush and then I've spritzed a little bit of Fix Plus Spray by MAC on the shadow just to kind of make it a little bit more silkier, so when I apply it, it's more seamless and more pigmented. So I'm just going to pat that all over the lid, and these are the only colors that I'm using for this look, but it gives a really beautiful bronzy kind of effect to my eye. Now to add a little bit of a wing liner, I'm going to be using the roller liner by Benefit. I'm only going to be doing a really tiny wing. I don't want anything excessive, so I'm just going to line a very thin line along my lid, and then I'm just going to have like a centimeter of a wing. Now when it comes to lashes, I'm using Lash-Sentional by Maybelline. So this is like one of my favorite drugstore affordable mascaras. I really like it because it's really good at giving my lashes a little bit of volume and lift. So for lashes, I'm going to be using Huda Beauty. These are called the Harmony, and these are kind of like individual clusters. So these are 4 clusters, and you've just got to apply them individually, but it gives that really nice wispy kind of wide-eyed look. So I've applied those, and then I've just added a couple of individuals in between it just to thicken up some little patchy areas. Now for my lips, I'm going to be using Jeffree Star's Mannequin. I'm pretty much at the end of this. It is such an amazing kind of like nude pinky liquid matte lipstick, so I'm going to apply that, and then that's basically the look. It's actually super quick and easy, but really effective, really glowy, fresh, a little bit cutesy and romantic at the same time. Of course, don't forget to check out the new Bondi Sands Aero tan, guys. This is now available from selected pharmacies, farmers and department stores. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's makeup tutorial and little tan routine. If you did, of course, feel free to give today's video a really big thumbs up. If you'd like to be a part of my channel, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Catch you guys later.